Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Cleveland. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Get set. 180. Stop.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. From the 31, here's a second down and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 33, here's a second and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
12. Stop.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score. Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Dragon 60. 70 Timberwolves. Come on, come on. Mustang, not Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop. And they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Browns, nothing. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
Sanders. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Exit 3rd and 2.
Ready, ready. Cougar 18, Pioneer. Chop 60, chop 60. Cup 19, Cup 19.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
They're on the 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 11, 180. Stop.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And it brings up 3rd.
In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, great.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Check smash.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Let's go. Viking 18. 65. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Sanders to throw. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. Fighting through, he's got space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Jenkins, 38 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Hopkins with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing, Sanders. That's to his running back, Quinshon Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Nice. Come on. Set.
Now Sanders. And that'll be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible.
A first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Mustang Knight, shut up. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
To throw is Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Dragons, ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 60 Bobcats, 65. Go.
2nd and 4. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go, set. Hawk, rig alert, rig alert. 18, Rattler, Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. 19, Lion.
Looking to throw. Sanders. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 35 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First of all, you ain't fast long enough. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is,
Ready up.
The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, ready.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 3rd down and very long.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Go.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Gun. Got.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film. Want to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's still barreling through. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Here's Sanders. A final shot before break. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Play action. It's Sanders.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Checks it down to Judkins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Then all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
It's just set. 180. Raise up.
Now Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Here we go, here we go.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mason Graham forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He'll try to do it himself. Escapes the sack. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Second and 10.
Come on. Set. Stop low, 18. Curve 19. Curve 19.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And his throw here is incomplete.
Couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
60 Vikings. Mustang 19. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Some strong running at the 20. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Here we go. Cut. 180. What is that?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Gun. Start. 180. Race up. Start.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 24 now, here's second and a yard.
Start. 180. Race hard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 20 shot. Start.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Andre Yoshibas.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Here's Sanders.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Check. 19 Lions.
Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress pass this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cut 19, cut 19. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Dragon 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Sanders once more.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
79 Broncos. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Sanders to throw.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Tight. 19 tight.
Now Sanders. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Sampson is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at 1st and goal situation. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Brown once more. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
On 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing, Sanders. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And just shutting him off there. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Crenshaw Judkins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Powering forward. He's still on his feet. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give them more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces
voices heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire.